Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. I'm your ever-loving host, Shorty, and today, doing some Aftershock with the BeQuest, or the BeQuest. I mean, the weird capital Q there always throws me. And this is a comic book that is very heavily inspired by role-playing games, tabletop role-playing games. In fact, there's 5 character sheets in the back, all clearly riffing off AD&D or whatever current edition we're on of the game. And as such, it's the kind of thing which would definitely interest me, and almost certainly was something that I think I'd like, or at least get on with. And there is a lot of stuff I do like about it. But when I get to this, I'm going to tell you what I didn't like about it, and it's why I'm not going to be really pushing too hard. But what I do like is the world building and the nice way that they've kind of combined fantasy world and our modern world. They've done it in a fantasy world kind of way. It all makes perfect sense. There is magic, and thus magic can push through dimensions, and it becomes this cool thing that they're doing. That's a nice idea. I like that as a setup. It very much strikes me as the kind of thing which would happen in role-playing games, and it's like, yeah, cool, go for it, absolutely fine. I like the artwork. Freddie E. Williams II is absolutely brilliant. He's done some absolutely fantastic stuff before where it's mixing like technology and magic, and I think he's the perfect choice for this comic book. There's a couple of bits where the pages get a little bit busy, and there's a few pages where there's just a little bit too much exposition on the page, but then he kind of just absolutely redeems it by dropping in an absolutely killer, well, not quite splash, because there's a lot of other stuff going on, it's multi-paneled, but it's a shame like the page right in the middle, so you can't quite see it properly because of the staples and the spine, but that looks amazing, and there's lots of cool stuff happening on that page. When it comes to action sequences, he's absolutely fantastic at it. There's a multi-character fight very early on, the kind of thing which again happens a lot in RPGs, and you get another cool splash page for it. Quite nice use of perspective there as well. How they framed it really quite nicely with the bad guys coming in from the sides. There's lots of other just fun role-playing kind of stuff going on there. And I even like the characters. You don't get much of a character background on a lot of them. It's more like very broad stroke character archetypes. But again, if you've ever gone to a role-playing convention and been given a pre-gen character, you get about as much information on that as you do for this. So it's like, yeah, okay, this is effectively just a little mini campaign. It's not going to run forever. It's like 3, maybe 4 issues. So you don't want to spend ages on these characters. It's okay with them as being bold archetypes. That's fine. That's something which works really quite nicely. I also like the fact that they riff quite a bit on who or what in each world would take advantage of the ability to travel between dimensions. That's kind of cool. And because I'm just some random thing I'm watching at the moment between doing comic book reviews, the last page really did grab me as well. Because I mean, yeah, you've got a very, very cool thing at the top there. Again, the artwork is fantastic. But if you ever get to this page and you read it properly, or just pause it if you can see it clearly, there's a certain kind of rhetoric that's being used there that is not uncommon in today's world. And then you literally get super powered, or magic powered, should I say, dragon powers, white supremacist militia. Really kind of clear cut there what they were doing, and it's nice. It's not overly subtle, but nothing about it is subtle, and that is a strong point for it. It's one of the things I really do like about it. It is absolutely full on action adventure. There's character conflict going on. There is relationships already been set up. There's a lot of stuff I like about it. But, and this is the but that kind of like, it's probably not going to affect that many other people. But if you're one of the target audience for this thing, and I think I am, then they've missed their target a little bit with this. The humor on it is just bad. A lot of the jokes are done, I see people talking to each other and making silly little jokes. And that's cool, because again, that, like, if you've been in a role-playing game, that kind of thing happens. People talk in character, occasionally drifting out of character, and make silly little jokes about things. And quite often they're puerile and daft. And, you know, it's okay to do it, but I think it kind of sells short, like, what actually is good about the hobby and what people get together and do it for. And it's not just to make stupid jokes, and especially bad jokes. I mean, Tim Seeley, good writer. Yesterday I was talking about his Vampire Masquerade comic book, which is brilliant. I've really been enjoying that one, and a lot of what he does there comes to this quite nicely as well. He has a great sense of place and time, and he uses his writing in the world to tell the story without having to actually tell you everything, and that's great. But I don't think there's a single joke in this entire comic book that landed for me. Not one. And that's saying something, because he keeps trying. There's a few. There's a lot of stuff that I do like, but honestly, that's just it. it stopped me getting into it, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, Tim. Better luck next time. Anyway, that's it for me today. I've got some stuff I'm taking home with me, so you might get one tomorrow, but I can't promise it. But if not, I will be back in the store on Friday, and I'll do another review then. Until then, stay safe, take it easy, bye.